Dr. McKay, a top physicist, was found dead at NASA with a satellite dish planted in her back. It was determined that she had enough time to type 299-792-458 into her calculator before dying. The police questioned 4 suspects. Dr. Photon. I loved working for her. She was brilliant, and I can't imagine why anyone would have wanted to hurt her. Professor Decibel. I was measuring how fast our latest engine could pass Mach 2, so I didn't hear anything. Instructor Hydrogen. I was testing the oxygen reserves on board our latest satellite all day, so I have no idea what happened. Intern Graviton. Okay, I'll admit it. I was making space cakes for the entire staff, but I didn't kill nobody. Which scientist was arrested for further interrogation? This is our first original riddle from the minds of our expert solvers on our Facebook group. Join it to invent and solve new riddles every day. So, who do you think killed Dr. McKay? Dr. Photon. The last clue Dr. McKay left was the speed of light, and the only scientist with a connection to light is Dr. Photon. Barry is trying to beat his running record. He places 22 flags, 1 on each mile, and asks his friend Caitlin to measure the time it takes him to run from pole to pole. His time from the first pole to the 12th is 24 seconds. Barry passes the 22nd pole and expects his time to be 44 seconds, but Caitlin's timer is nearly at 46 seconds. His speed was consistent throughout the entire race. How is this possible? The distance between pole number 1 and 12 is 11 miles. So it took him 24 divided by 11 seconds for 1 mile. Multiply that by 21 miles, and you get 45 and 9/11 seconds. Whew! Can we stop with the mathematics now? Stuck in the reverse world. 12, Finn, Caleb, and Gayton need to escape to the real world through a dark tunnel. The tunnel is so small, they can only go 2 at a time. Plus, they can't see a thing without the only flashlight they have. So, one of the 2 need to be carrying it at all times. 12 takes 1 minute to cross. Caleb takes 2. Finn is slower, taking 4 minutes. And Gayton carries a huge bag of snacks for the group, so he is the slowest of all, taking 7 minutes in total. They only have 14 minutes to get through before being chased by the vicious flower monster. Remember, 12 takes 1 minute to cross, Caleb 2, Finn takes 4, and Gayton is the slowest of all, taking 7 minutes. The flower monster is going to get them. How do they get through the tunnel in just 14 minutes? 12 and Caleb cross together, taking 2 minutes. 12 comes back alone, making it 3. Finn and Gayton then cross together, making it 7 minutes. Caleb returns with the flashlight. That's 12. All that's left is for 12 and Caleb to return together in the last 2 minutes. Whew! That was a close one. A famous chemist has been taken hostage. Dr. Parsons, 25, the youngest winner of this year's NAS Chemistry Award, has been kidnapped to an unknown location. There were 4 possible suspects, all of whom work in the same lab. Dr. Felix Galecki, a renowned physicist. Dr. Maddie Bialik, a neuroscientist. Mr. Abat Nair, an astrophysicist, and Miss Sally Cuoco, their boss. From a video feed in another lab, he has just a few seconds to make contact while the perpetrators are out of the room. He calls his wife, a brilliant mathematician, for help. "Flaky, I think I'm in danger. This guy might kill me. It's a trap. I'm really out of my element here. It all started on the 26th. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I might miss the 59th anniversary of our first ever trip to Rome. I love you. Oh, I've got to go. They're coming back." As soon as Flaky sees the video, she knows who did it. How? This is a tough one. Maybe the chemistry wasn't right between them. This riddle seems full of absolute uncertainty. Did you get all the elements? It was Felix. In the video, Dr. Parsons said he was out of his element, and it all began on the 26th. And Fe is the 26th chemical element. He also said he would miss their 59th anniversary to Rome, but he's a young guy. Being a mathematician, Flaky knew he must be talking about Roman numerals. LIX is how you spell 59. Jack needed to find a new room in the Grand Overbook Hotel with its infinite number of rooms and its infinite number of guests. Even though it had an infinite number of available rooms, the receptionist, Mr. Gravy, had no way of knowing which were available. To find out, Mr. Gravy only had to make an announcement wherein he asked everyone to move one room up. Once everyone had made the switch, one thing was certain. Room number 1 was available for Jack. But right after Jack had settled in, an infinitely long plane filled with an infinite number of passengers landed in front of the Grand Overbook Hotel. All of the passengers requested an infinite number of rooms for the same night. Once more, Mr. Gravy still has no way of knowing which rooms are free and which aren't, especially after everyone already moved once. To comply with the demand, Mr. Gravy can make one last announcement to all his guests. What exactly should he say to ensure an infinite number of rooms are made available for an infinite number of passengers from the plane? This is a hard one. He asked each guest to move to the room with a number doubled from their previous room. Jack was given room 1, so he moved to room 2. If someone had room 237, they would move up to room 474. Notice that if you double any number, they become an even number. All odd-numbered rooms were now available for the new guests. That's a lot of new people for Jack to murder. The prisoner known as Intense Eyes Aduba has been sentenced to death. The guard has agreed to let her go, but only if she can pass this simple test. He gives her 50 black marbles, 50 orange marbles, and 2 bowls. She must divide the marbles into the bowls. To be set free, she must choose an orange marble while being blindfolded. How does she choose orange and not black? Did you get it? Or are you chicken? Would you be heading for the electric chair? Whatever you do, don't lose your marbles. Did this riddle light a fire inside of you? She only put one marble in the bowl. She put the other 99 in the second bowl. So even with the blindfold on, she could feel which bowl was the right choice.